2018 at 9 a.m. in the courthouse meeting room number 1, previously labeled meeting room number 2, northeast corner, 3rd floor, with 3 members present. Would you join me, please, with the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, notice to the public, the Board of Supervisors welcomes comments from the public during the time allowed for discussion. You are requested to approach the microphone, state your name for the record, and limit the time used to present your remarks in order that others may be given the opportunity to speak. The normal process on any agenda item is for the chairperson to read the item from the agenda. The board is given an opportunity to comment on an issue and/or place a motion on the floor. An opportunity for discussion may be presented, at which time the public may participate, and a roll call vote will follow. Okay, item number 1 is approve and/or amend the agenda.
Mr. Chair, I motion that we approve the agenda as printed.
And I'll second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, the next one then is the consent agenda, and this is to approve our minutes, to accept a manure management plan update from Corey Eldridge, and approve our claims. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded. Any questions?
No, sir.
Discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, that item has been approved. What I would like to do, we have a motion, or an item rather, on page 3, which is Resolution 10. That was to be handled today. Just prior to the meeting and going through this, there are some errors in this, small errors. We don't want any errors. What I would like to do is move this resolution to the front, so if you have come just for that one, I don't want to make you sit through the whole meeting. What we would like to do is table resolution item number 10, which is resolution 2018-0033. We're gonna I would like, as chair, to recommend that we table this motion until Thursday, May 31 at 11 a.m. for a special meeting of the Board of Supervisors meeting.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
I would like to motion that we table item number 10, resolution number 2018-0033 until Thursday, May 31st at 11 a.m.
And I'll second.
In this particular location, same room?
Right here.
Same place,
Right, yes. Yep.
just different date and time.
Yes. Okay. Any questions? Any comments? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay. That item, tabling that resolution 2018-0033 has passed. Thank you for doing that, gentlemen.
I do want to say that this location is not available because we have PEO training in this room.
We do. We could do this then to, we need to, I didn't
That
look.
was a good catch.
Yeah, I'm sitting here
Is
going,
meeting room
I
2,
apologize.
which was
I didn't
formerly
look.
meeting room 1,
let
open.
me,
Well, we have to be able to tape it. Can we tape in 1?
Not with this equipment, no.
no. We could, can we do it Friday instead?
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
Friday. Yeah, Friday this room is open.
Okay.
It might show on some calendars that we've got this, but it's actually the Special Precinct Board,
Which will be
Over
June
the-
1st.
which is June 1st.
Okay.
Do we want to do, so we need to amend that?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to amend my previous motion to table on Thursday, May 31st at 11 a.m. and change that date to Friday, June 1st at 9 a.m.
Is that okay with the second?
Second.
Okay.
Friday's the 2nd?
And-
Okay. We'll go
No.
to Friday,
No.
June,
His second on his
Friday,
motion.
June 1st
Yes,
at 9 a.m. in this room.
in
Okay.
this room.
Okay. Madam Auditor, let's re-vote, please.
Okay, Thompson,
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, thank you. The errors were not discovered until a few minutes ago. We didn't even think about someone using this room, so I apologize. Okay, moving on then. Item number 5 is approve personnel actions. We have 2 here. One is Eric Dievik, and the other is Tim Panzergraw. And Paul, would you speak to those, please?
Yes, the Eric Dievig is a longtime part-timer for us, and he just decided that he would like to come on full-time and drive with us, but he's been a part-timer for us for over 20 years. And
Okay.
so he's got, we know his, his habits and his work, so that's a good hire. The only downside is this is hiring the last operator on our part-time crew. So I currently have exactly 0 part-time truck drivers for winter work. We're hoping to change that, but it's mostly because I keep hiring.
Okay,
Do you want me to talk?
let's do the motion first.
Okay.
The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve the hire of Eric Dievik, secondary roads, truck driver 1, full-time, rate of pay of $23.96 an hour, probationary wage effective May 30th, 2018.
And a second.
Mr. Chair, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion?
Yes. Okay, we've got 2 hires here, one going from part-time to full-time, and another one going full-time. I know we've got some individuals coming up for retirement, we just don't have exact dates. So are we increasing our staff, or are we staying static?
The second hire is going to be the result of us filling an unfilled mechanics position when we had retirement. You remember String?
String, okay.
We reduced from 3 mechanics to 2 mechanics, and we have currently a truck driver that is putting 90% of his hours in mechanic duty because we need the mechanics. So this is backfilling the vacancy of our truck driver who's going to mechanic, so we can keep the number of trucks on the road.
Okay, so with these 2 hires, we are not increasing our staff, we're just filling a previous position
Correct.
and putting us in a place where we can take care of an impending retirement that's coming down the road.
And there's, I would guess, quite a few more.
Because I know we have more of those.
It isn't going to surprise me if we have 5 or 6 in the next 2 years.
Okay.
Okay.
And all of these things will stay within your effective budget that
Correct.
you've already turned in. Okay.
Any further questions? Roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay. Item number 5, B or A has been approved. Going into item number 5B, hire Tim Panzergraw, secondary roads, truck driver 1, full-time, $23.96 an hour, probationary wage effective May 30th, 2018. And Paul, anything there?
The only thing I didn't add is that this is my first hiring where for minimum qualifications, we're doing Class A with CDL because of the numbers of trucks and pups that we have. So Class A CDL is what both of these operators are licensed with.
Okay.
Mr. Chair, I would motion to approve the hiring of Tim Panzergraw, secondary roads, truck driver 1, full-time, $23.96 an hour, probationary wage effective May 30th, 2018.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion or questions? Not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson.
Yes.
Solosik.
Yes.
Patton.
Yes. Okay, item number 5B has been approved. Moving on to item number 6, First Amendment to targeted case management lease agreement. Discussion and possible action to approve an amendment to a targeted case management lease by and between Marshall County, Iowa landlord and Iowa Department of Human Services targeted case management as the tenant. This amendment would extend the lease one additional month and now expire on July 31st, 2018. That's the building that we call our annex, which is across the street, corner there. So, the chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to adopt the amendment extending Iowa Department of Human Services targeted case management lease for 1 month. As a result of this amendment, the extended lease will expire on July 31st of 2018.
Mr. Chairman, I will second that.
Been moved and seconded. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay. Item number 6 has been approved. Moving on then to item number 7, Marshall County Jail Inspection. The Iowa Department of Corrections conducted the jail inspection on April 26, 2018, as required by Iowa Code Section 356 to ensure compliance with Chapter 201-50 of the Iowa Administrative Code. The inspection included an examination of staff training records, required documentation, prisoner files, jail policy and procedures, and a tour of the jail. The Marshall County Jail is very clean, well-managed, and well-maintained facility. Documentation appears to be complete and readily available for inspection. It is a pleasure to work with the professional staff of the Marshall County Jail. Chief Jail Inspector Delbert Longley wishes to thank Major Pat White, Sergeant, Lieutenant Shannon Wildman, and Nurse Radonna Bracey, Management Director Lucas Badke, and the entire jail staff for their cooperation and assistance during the inspection. I think that's well done. Well done. Thank you.
Oh, well, things are smooth.
I know
That's an attaboy to everybody involved. You know, we go through this every year, and it's very nice to get the inspection from the state that we have a clean, well-maintained facility, because we continue to do the maintenance on everything, and that speaks very highly to your buildings and ground staff, along with everybody else cooperating and working together.
If there's anything else, the chair would entertain a motion of acceptance.
Mr. Chair, I would motion that we accept and acknowledge the receipt of the jail inspection done on April 26, 2018 by the Department of Corrections, and to place it on file.
I'll second.
Been moved and seconded. Anything else to be said? Roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Thank you. That item has been approved. Number 8, approve the request for the use of courthouse grounds as part of the Iowa 99 County Bible Reading Marathon. A request to use the courthouse grounds for a 2-day prayer event that reads the Bible from cover to cover will take place on Friday, June 29, 2018, and Saturday, June 30th, 2018, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and no electricity is required. Someone here to speak towards this?
Again, we're Mike and Sheree Nelson, and we represent, we're the Marshall County captains for the Iowa 99 County Bible Reading Marathon, and we're here to ask for approval to use the grounds for those 2 days. But my wife has something to bring into it, so.
Well, last year you gave us approval. We came and asked for approval to plant a tree. And it was, the whole thing was just amazing, because the Lord went ahead of us and did some things that made this a very special story about this tree. So we put it together in a story for you guys. I mean, it's going to take a while for you to read it. We wanted to give those to you so that you can share in what happened last year with the tree. We dedicated it on Saturday, October 14th, excuse me, and It was a rainy, cold day. Jarrett was there, and it was a rainy, cold day, but it was a wonderful celebration. And God has just blessed this so much, and you guys were a part of this. And so the legacy of this tree has to do with you as well, because you gave us the permission. And it's grounded, the foundation of the Word, and it's the unity of the county with the soil that we brought from all of the different towns. All the small towns participated, and so this tree belongs to the county. And so we just wanted to say thank you for letting us do that and let you know what transpired and how it worked out.
Who picked the tree?
Lucas.
Thank you, that's my favorite
And-
tree. Yeah,
You have to have a copy of that, Lucas, because you're part of the story and what happened. So, God really used you. So you have to have a copy of that.
is this you guys' third year you've
This
done
is our
this now? I
third
thought,
year,
I
And we also are going to ask permission for about an hour on July 14th at 7 a.m. in the morning.
7:14.
7:14.
will have to do that on a different agenda though, because this actually.
It doesn't cover this, okay,
Doesn't
okay.
only cover
And it's
this.
not a real big deal, I mean, it's just a few of us coming to read some scriptures.
What's going to happen is every county in the state is going to read at 7:14 on 7:14 a.m. on 7:14, based on 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people who call by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their ways, then I will hear from heaven, forgive their sins, and heal their land. And that is what it's based on. So the whole state is we all have like 12 chapters, approximately 12 chapters to read that have been assigned. And so the whole state's reading the whole scripture at exactly the same time. So it's just kind of a neat thing. But that, we'll only be here for like an hour. So I don't know if we need permission for that or we don't, but
Is that, we do need
we do?
permission for that?
Okay.
So just go through the same process.
Same process.
again.
Okay, we can do that.
Okay,
All right.
very good. Thanks for coming.
Thank you
Thank
guys,
you.
appreciate it.
The chair would entertain a motion on item number 8.
Mr. Chair, I would make a motion to approve the request from the Iowa Prayer Caucus, has requested the use of the courthouse grounds for a 2-day prayer event that reads the Bible from cover to cover on Friday, June 29th, 2018, and Saturday, June 30th, 2018, from 8 o'clock a.m. till 8 o'clock p.m., and there is no electricity required.
Mr. Chair, I will second that motion.
Been moved and seconded to approve the request. Is there any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, item has been approved. Moving on then to item number 9, the Sheriff's Department extension to 28E agreement between Marshall County and the City of Haverhill for law enforcement protection. And let's see, we're in here today, I guess. Discussion and possible acts on the extension agreement regarding the 28E agreement between Marshall County and the City of Haverhill for law enforcement protection within the corporate limits of the City of Haverhill. The agreement is effective July 1, 2018 to June 30, 2019. The City of Haverhill agrees to pay Marshall County the sum of $4,140. Okay. Most of the cities that do not have their own police protection do this. So this is not just a one-time deal for one town. All the towns participate in this, and this allows extra patrol is what it amounts to. So,
Is this an agreement that's run out and it just needs to be
Yeah.
We will have
revised?
several of these on our agendas in the next two to three meetings that will cover all of the different small towns that we have these cooperative agreements for additional patrols. It's based on number of residences, such as the water meters and things on that. Each household pays a particular amount, and if I recall my figures right, I believe it's $50 on a monthly basis. And then there's also an additional charge if there is a liquor license within that community. I believe they pay $300. But you know, we'll have a lot of these on our agenda in the next 2 to 3 meetings.
Okay.
And this has been going on for quite quite some
Long
time.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Long time. Any further questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No.
Mr. Chairman, I motion that we approve the extension to the 28E agreement between Marshall County and the City of Haverhill effective July 1st, 2018 through June 30th, 2019. The City of Haverhill agrees to pay Marshall County the sum of $4,140.
Second?
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further questions, comments? If not, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, item number 9 has been approved. Moving on to item number 10, this is a resolution that we already did. And that takes about 2 pages, and then we are back then to item number 11, Marshall County contract for services with Youth and Shelter Services of Marshall County. And this is to approve a contract between Marshall County, Iowa, and Youth and Shelter Services. It's for $11,000. Any comments?
This isn't the only business we do with Youth and Shelter Service on an annual basis. They work heavily with our district court and our local court with the attorney, and those are handled out of different funds, but this $11,000 is for Youth and Shelter Services for our contract on an annual basis that they request funding for. That's above and beyond anything that comes in if they place a family in a court situation where they have to get them in a residence. Those are different funds. But this one is with David Hicks and this group, and they do absolutely fantastic service to our communities and those in need.
And Dave, we have already budgeted for this too, am I
Yes.
correct? Yes.
Yep.
This is something that has been a continuing program. And since I didn't read the whole thing, it's for troubled youth. So it's
Yes.
It's not for adults, it's for the troubled youth.
Yes.
If there's no further discussion, the chair would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the FY19 contract with Youth and Shelter Services of Marshall County. Marshall County agrees to provide funding in the amount of $11,000 for services in FY19 and authorize the chairman to sign contract.
Could we change one word to approve rather than accept?
Okay?
I will second that.
Been moved and seconded to approve the contract. If there's no further discussion, roll call vote, please.
Thompson?
Yes.
Solosik?
Yes.
Patton?
Yes. Okay, item number 11 has been approved. Moving on then to item number 12, which is our public forum, is a time set aside for the public to make comments on topics of county business other than those listed on this agenda. No action will be taken on any of these topics brought up in the public forum. Anyone here wishing to step forward? Yes, sir.
I just had a quick question on the item 10. Was it just like dollar amount error?
I believe so.
Okay, gotcha.
If, someone in someone's office somewhere didn't split that out.
Correctly.
And it has to be.
Perfect. Right.
Yeah, it has to be perfect. So rather than say, this is what we think, Adam, we're going to put it off and make it right.
We got to make this perfect from the get-go. There can't be any ambiguity at all.
Right.
There's no changes. We want to get down what was already settled upon.
Right.
So,
Okay.
anyone? If not, we're going to move on then to item number 13, which is adjournment. The next regular session will be June 12th at 2018 at 9 a.m. All business to be acted upon at that session should be submitted to the County Auditor Recorder's Office or Board of Supervisors' Office by Thursday, June 7th at 2018 at 1 p.m. There being no further business to come before the board, the meeting is adjourned at 9:24 a.m. Thank you all for coming.